Welcome back to Gwenpool, right here at Comicstorian, your home for your video games, movies, and comic books, dramatically read back to you as a poor man's version of an audio drama. Gwenpool is a superhero who knows that she exists in the real world and can break the fourth wall 10 times better than Deadpool ever could. But her comic books keep getting canceled. In this latest 5-issue miniseries for Gwenpool, she is trying to find a way to ensure that Marvel will not cancel her comic books. And when we last left off, Gwenpool and Deadpool found themselves in a bit of a bind when Reed Richards caught them breaking into his house. All hope had seemed lost when Reed said that he was going to call the cops. But after Deadpool pulled out an obnoxiously large gun out of who knows where, everything seemed fine. The only thing the two had to do left was escape, and luckily for them, Gwenpool can traverse between the space between the comic panels, allowing for a quick getaway. As the two jumped into what can only be described as the white void between the comics, Deadpool says that was a pretty neat trick. And you're welcome, by the way. Gwenpool starts to catch her breath, asking, "What did you do? What are you saying you're welcome for?" So Deadpool pulls out the page telling her, "For the sales boost, of course! Get this chart titled, 'Should You Read Gwenpool?' The two of us share some similar qualities. We're both in comic books. We're both weird, and we're both pretty meta, and we break the fourth wall!" The biggest difference is that if someone wants someone not so earnest, they'll read my comics. And if they want someone a little more earnest, they'll read your comics, Gwenpool. Anyway, take care of yourself, you little dingus. Just remember, it's all about those numbers. Gwenpool sighs, telling him, whatever. My numbers are fine. People love me. And after a sensible amount of time later looking through the sales reports, the numbers do appear to be good. Except they were good because she was bad. So in her first 2 issues of this miniseries, people seem to like her only when she's doing bad things. Oof, better turn the page and get on with it. Which brings us to Gwenpool's 3rd issue, Gwenpool's Island. 3 days later, on some remote island, all of Marvel's greatest heroes gather together to play volleyball at the request of a dying child. After staring at Captain America and Bucky in their swim trunks, Gwenpool then says that they look really good together. They should wrestle! Miss Marvel then pulls Gwenpool aside, stating that her only advice is that she should probably just read some fanfics. Whatever she wants, there's a fic about it. Don't actually have the Marvel heroes wrestle. So asking them to wrestle is probably a bad idea. Gwenpool then yells, asking, "What does it matter? I was the one who put this whole island together. I've got something for everyone." The varsity lineup is consisting of the big heroes currently popular right now. Here's the invented to be eye candy but given better character development later crew. And over here we have the popular with young readers, bewildering to the older readers gang. So without further delay, let's get this show on the road. Gwenpool jumps up on stage, tapping the mic, telling everyone, hello everyone, welcome. As you all know, we're here to help a dying child in need. But what you don't know is that I am the child in need. That's right. My dying wish is for all of you to fight in a battle royale. But guess what? I'm going to win. It's also been brought to my attention that none of you take me seriously and you don't see me as a threat. That is why you were trapped here, so that we can have a practical demonstration of why you should all be afraid of me, okay? Everyone stares for a moment, and then they all burst out laughing. Thor tells her, "There's no way that we are going to fight each other." And Gwenpool tells him, "Actually, I can make you do that." See, this is a whole long explanation about how this island was built, but the key points are that each of you will have a color indicator above your heads. The same colors will have to fight in a one-on-one fashion, and if you don't, well, let's just say that there will be an irresponsible amount of lasers later. Iron Man then asks, "What about the people who are going to get hurt and injured? What happens then?" And Gwenpool explains, "If anyone forfeits, loses, or is unable to continue, they will immediately be removed from the battle arena and put into an area that is stocked with snacks." Iron Man then says, Right, and he punches Cap. Cap gets back up and gets ready to take a swing, but before he can land his hit, Iron Man tells him, "I forfeit!" Except Cap doesn't stop and knocks Iron Man out, who is later brought to the VIP lounge, where they do in fact have a lot of snacks. Cap then grabs Gwenpool, asking, "Are you out of your mind?" Gwenpool looks at the American hero and can't help but notice how pretty he is. Squirrel Girl then shouts that she has a question. "Is there gonna be a prize?" Gwenpool takes Cap's hand off of her, telling her, "Yes, in fact, Iron Man himself is donating a huge cash prize to the winner." No one heard about it because he said it off panel in Civil War II, issue 8. It was his last words before going into that 8-month coma. Squirrel Girl then shouts, "All right, well, I forfeit. I'd win anyway. And the cinnamon rolls are coming with me. Bad for the public image to have a death match with children." Gwenpool shouts, "That's right! Smart! Be sure to join the Minecraft server later. As Squirrel Girl flies away, Cap says, "You know that you're not getting away with this, right? This ends now." But as Cap goes to grab her, Gwen ducks out of the way, telling him, it ends when I say it ends. And to show you how serious I am, please welcome a caged Bruce Banner that is about to be uncaged. You might not believe me yet, and that's fine. We're gonna have a friendly demonstration. And this gun, well, this is the starting gun. She points it at Bruce Banner's head, and she fires. Soon everyone begins to have their colored indicators pop up above their heads, and everyone begins to scramble. Gwen then jumps down on the beach to get her picture for the cover art. But there's one thing that she really didn't take into account. That wasn't just Bruce that she shot. That was Immortal Hulk Bruce, which means he's not dead. He currently has a purple color marker, which happens to be the same color picked for her. So yeah, next issue, Gwenpool versus the Immortal Hulk. And that is the conclusion of Gwenpool issue 3. Which is basically Gwenpool kills the Immortal Hulk. Yeah, that's basically the title right there, isn't it, guys? I'm sorry for these short issues. We did 1 and we did 2, and both of them did very well with you guys. So we thought that we would then do 3, 4, and 5, wrap up this whole series, this mini-series that is coming out. Overall, what do you think about this version of Gwenpool? I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy the previous version. She was more heartfelt. I personally think that she was more of a fan favorite. This version's very meta, very much like how Deadpool is. So it's a completely different version of Gwenpool. And you'll hear more about that and basically them acknowledging that in the next episode. So subscribe to this channel because we're going to bring you Gwenpool 4 very soon, where it kind of dives in and explains why things are so different. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time at this short episode of Gwenpool.